On 29th of September, a horrific and a terrible news came to my ears, which was about a Dalit girl who was just 19-year-old, was gang raped by 4 upper caste people in Uttar Pradesh state in Hathras district, and she fought for 14 days. She fought for her life, thinking that she would come out of it, she would improve her health. But unfortunately that didn't happen, because she breathed her last yesterday on 29th of September, and it was made as a breaking news. But I think if this was made as a breaking news on 14th September itself, if we gave her enough attention, if the proper treatment was given to her on that day itself, I think she would have been alive today. But I think it's of no use. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you about what actually happened on that incident of rape on 14th September. So this is what happened on the day of the incident. She just belonged to a lower middle class family, and they were a scheduled caste family, and I think this is the problem. This is where the problem started, just because they are lower caste. And in the village, mostly 25% of the people were Dalits. So the majority were the Thakurs and Brahmins. So the Thakur was the person who actually involved in the crime. So now on that day, her father was not in the house, and her brother, herself and her mother actually thought that they will go to the field and start working. So at that time, during the work in the middle, the brother got a call and he actually left for a work. And at that time in the field, there were only 2 people, who was that mother and that girl. But they never knew that there were other people also in the field. So now what happened was, the girl slightly went out of the vision of the mother, and the mother was not able to see that girl where she was. So in this gap, in this slight gap, this people, the 4 upper caste people who raped this innocent girl, took her. They actually dragged her with her own dupatta 20 feet from the field to the place which is hidden over there. That is the place where they raped her also. The mother actually thought that she have gone to the house, and she would have been working in the house and doing some of the work in the house. But she assumed it wrong. But she was just working in the field, and at the same time her daughter was getting raped. She never knew about that. She did not knew that. She thought of something else, that she went to the house. So after a few times she could not find her in the house also, but now she actually searched everywhere around the village, and then she came to know that her daughter was just in the field, left raped, and her whole body was bleeding, and her spinal cord was injured, and her tongue was cut. And I think this is the reason why the mother was not able to hear to the daughter when she was getting raped, because these persons were actually strangulating her neck so that she can't talk or she can't shout. So at this time, after looking at her, this mother goes shattered, and at this time she takes her to the hospital. She calls her brother, and after that she goes into a serious situation, and her body is trying to recover. At this time the police are asking the statements, and they are filing the case and everything. For the first week she was not even able to talk because her tongue was cut. It's so sad to hear that, and I still don't know how that girl actually tolerated all these, and I still have no idea. It just feels so sad. So I just thought of telling you about this case. And after that, the saddest part comes, that this have become a breaking news since she is dead, and at this time people started protesting. Now what happened was, the girl was buried, and her final rituals were done without the permission of her own parents. The mother begged the police officers that please give my daughter to me, at least now. I was not able to save her when I was in the field, but at least give the body of her now so that we can do a normal ritual. We have to put haldi and the Hindu ritual we have to do. So please give us the body of my daughter. they didn't even see her face, I think, till now. And that girl, you can see in the picture how she was buried. And this is how it happens to Dalit person. Is this the way we have to treat them? It is not only affecting that girl, it is even affecting me. This is the reason my parents don't allow me to go outside alone. They actually they are frightened that something might happen to me. So I can't even go to the place freely. I don't even have freedom in my own house. It's because of this. It's because of this reason which is going around. And when will this stop? And her body was buried at 2:30 a.m. itself, and the relatives and her mother and brother, they were locked in the room. Police just locked them in the room, and then they were burying this girl's body. In India, 33,000 cases are reported. Among that, 31% of the people who raped the victim were known person to the victim. So they were knowing the person. So most of the cases happens within the house itself. And people tell that you wear short dress, that is the reason which is provoking that person and raping you. So if that is the reason, then how does the person inside the family itself is getting raped? And the saddest thing which I feel is that on the 14th of September, she would have never realized that she's going to die in a few days, or she's going to get raped brutally and she's going to be tortured brutally. She would have never thought that. And about her dreams, I really feel sad for that. She must be having some or the other plans for her future. She must be thinking that I should pursue this course and I should do this job. I should do all these things in my future. And these all were just screwed up by these low-key people. And the only thing which they feel is that they are upper caste and they can do anything. And I think this should end. This is all my opinion about this case. Tell me what you also feel about this case and what all the action should be taken related to this case. Thank you so much. Until the next video. Bye.